As the clock strikes 6 o'clock here in Fairfax, Virginia, it is time for session number 3, finals number 2 at the 2025 Patriot Invitational, live from the Jim McKay Natatorium. I am your host, as always, Red Rocket, and we have got some fast swimming on the board tonight. Let's look at what is in store for us. We've got a big session on our way. We got both 500 freestyles, the 200-yard medley relays, the 50 frees, and after a 15-minute break, my second favorite relay, the 200-yard freestyle. Those times are pretty accurate of when this is going to go down, so take a quick picture. I'll flash it up here in a minute. But it's going to be a fast session as the whistles are blowing here for Heat 1. It is going to get loud and round early. First FAU swimmer will be coming in the water, and the B5 as anyone should. The 500-yard freestyle. Coach Pohl was on here earlier today giving us the tips and tricks about the race, and it's a whole different beast at night. You've got to be more aggressive, more willing to do something you might not do on another time. We've got in lane 1, Lacey Nicholson from Townsend. In lane 2, Ella Shiflett from American. In lane 3, Hannah Parker from Monmouth. In lane 4, Mary Angus Smith from Richmond. In lane 5, Bailey Richmond from Monmouth. In lane 6, Megan from Townsend. In lane 7, Kirsten Ivory for JMU. And in lane 8, Sarah Dijicic from George Mason. Thank you all for joining us. Let us know where you're watching from in the chat. It's going to be fun here, but we've got to give a little recap on the FAU side of what exactly went down this morning. If you missed it, distance domination. We've got 4 swimmers each in the 500 A final and 3 50-yard freestyle. And of course, Daniel Lawrence, if you haven't heard the news, meet record and school record in the 50 free, 1965. But don't discount Leighton Rowe, who won in 1971, the heat before, to set the meet record. But we are back to the action here as we're coming up on the 200. It's going to be a fun and fast meet. Thank you. Go Georgia. Shout out Wolverhampton. As we approach halfway through, it is Shiflett from American in second. Now it's going to be Townsend swimmer Megan. This is the part. It's a 3 final race. You got to have every point that's going to matter at the end of the day. So every swim here at night matters. All 24 swimmers impact the race in their own way. Shout out the 500. Distance group started off great. We had 3 best times from the 500 swimmers today at FAU. Meg, Talita, and Victoria all going best times. Alex, less than a second off her best. So let's hope they continue the momentum into tonight. Megan Untridge from Townsend still holding on that first place spot. She's got a commanding lead so far. splitting at 30-66 under.
Meg Drover Smith, Ontario, Canada.
What about now, people? Can you hear me? As Megan Drover-Smith is driving. Sorry about that. Had a little bit technical difficulties. We are going to fix those in the coming days. But Meg controlling the field right now in third with a 3:31, splitting at 29.94 right now. And she's going to make a push for the lead. Remember what Coach Cole told us, that she is a back half swimmer. Let me know if the audio is working in the chat. Thank you, my girlfriends. Come on, Meg. Let's make a push here. Let's see what she splits here at the wall. She's going to be in second, 30.03, 4:01.03. She is making a move, and now she's going to push for first. We've got about 100 to go. Shout out Scotland. Thanks, guys. Been at the pool all day. We'll get it figured out as Meg is rolling late, hammering the kick as the bell rings. She's going to flip in first. 30.06 and identical split the last 50. 4:31.09. Meg's best time is a 5:02.30. She went this morning. Can she break? Can she break 5? Can Meg break 5? She's coming in. 57, 58, 59, the wall. 5, 0041, closing in at 29.32. That is a best time for Canada's own Megan Drover-Smith. Get yourself some maple syrup. Let's celebrate. Win the heat by a little over 0.8. Way to go, Meg. All right, we tried to do it right last time. Let's do it again. Let's meet our finalists in the women's 500-yard freestyle.
Alex Stevens, Ocala, Florida.
Ana Cecília Carvalho, Belo Horizonte, Brasil.
Talisa McEwen, Mount Maunganui, New Zealand.
And Victoria Sorensen there on the end. We're going to get her an audio clip because the one yesterday was actually not her. But she is hailing from Denmark. Let me give you what's going on. Alex Stevens is in lane 1, top of your lane. Caitlin Bosner in lane 2 from Townsend. Talita McEwen from New Zealand in lane 3 from FAU. Addie Scott from Townsend to top C with a 4:50 this morning. Victoria Sorensen right behind her with a 4:53.74 from Denmark. Natalie Stewart, lane 6 from Richmond. Cisa, our very own captain from FAU, in lane 7. And Kate Williams from American in lane 8. Talita in Victoria, both in best times this morning. Talita, 4:54.89. Victoria, 4:53.74. And she had a very strong race this morning to start. Got tired there a little bit. Let's see if she can control that momentum this time around. As we know, Talita, she likes to go out. Let's see if Victoria follows the same suit. With Cisa, back-end swimmer, and Alex Stevens over there, outside smoke in the 8th final of the women's 500 freestyle. That's better. Victoria taking a slight lead over here. About half a body length on the rest of the field. Like this morning, she got out crazy fast. Shout out Belgium. Let us know where you're watching from. We're going to see some fast times tonight. Fast session, fast times. Victoria Sorensen out in a 54.85. Talita out in a 55.97. 56.73 for Alex and 57.70 for Cisa. Still a half a body length here for Victoria. Seems to have a lot slower pace tempo-wise this morning. Maybe swimming a little smarter, holding something there in the chest.
Thank you guys for sticking with me. Had to get the stream up pretty quick. Diving went a little long, but you know what? We move. We move. Victoria still in control. Talita right there with Addie Scott in the middle with Cisa and Alex flanking on the outside. Here comes the 200 mark. Sorensen flips at a 54-14, a little bit slower than this morning. 54-97 for Talita, 57-15 for Alex, and a 157-75 for Cisa. We are on best time watch as well. Alex was less than a second off her best time this morning. Let's see if we can hit that. As the field is starting to form a diamond here, Victoria still got 3/4 of a body-length lead. D group is stacked indeed. Victoria splitting at 29.90, 29.74 for Talita, getting a little bit quicker. 30.11 for Cisa, she's coming. 30.66 for Alex. As we're about halfway through the race, this is when the racing aspect, like we talked with Coach Bull this morning, becomes an effect. You're looking side to side. It's less of what do you got left and more what you're willing to give. As it's getting 29.85 Victoria, 29.83 for Talita. Identical splits. 30-17 for Cisa, 31-91 from Alex. She's got to pick it up. Got the kick going, but Addie Scott in the middle from Townsend trying to cut in between the FAU ladies. Flipping at the It's moving here. We are 3 wide. 3 wide coming in here. They're flipping together. We got about 5 laps left. Who wants it more? Victoria looks like she's going to flip. No, Talita will flip first with a 29.46. A 30.28 for Victoria. She's in third. Talita's in first. Talita's starting to make a move. She's got a half a body length lead. She's making a push. And here comes Victoria. We got a 50 left, and the bell will ring. Talita will flip. In first, 29-23, 30-69 for Victoria. She's going to pick it up here. She's at 29-55. She's in fifth. Looking to push. Come on, Alex. 30-73. Let's move. Talita now has a body length lead on the field for the last lap. Here comes Victoria. We are going. We are pushing, but it's going to be wraps on the field. Talita McEwen will win with a 4:51. 5-3, 4:55 for Victoria, just a little bit off what she went this morning. 4:56 for Cisa in fifth, and Alex will finish with a 5:01.82 in seventh, just off her best. But Talita McEwen, 4:51.10, a best time by 2.5 seconds to get the win, closing it at 28:30. Holy smokes. Now that's how you start. You set the tone. Shout out New Zealand. Shout out Talita. Shout out Victoria. 2 insane swims to start. Big things ahead as she learns to swim to 5. But hey, it's time for the C final, the men's 500 freestyle. Who we got?
Gianni Carlino, Detroit, Michigan.
The Don of the family, Gianni Carlino, is in the building. Gianni, man, did not have the best swim this morning. He told me, just wasn't feeling the water right, but it's okay. It's a lot of, it happens sometimes. So we're going to see how Gianni responds here. The distance daddy, some call him. The man who owns the gauntlet. Took that tradition from the GOAT, Cameron Speed. Gianni's got to show those young bucks how it's done. Let's run it down. Who we got here? We got Peter Zelowowski from Marist. We got Brady King from Marist. We got Adam Zarambro from Marist. Eric Oman from JMU. We got Christian Johnson from Townsend, Gianni Carlino from FAU in 6, Cody Savage from George Mason in 7, and Lucas Stanridge from American. If my audio keeps cutting in and out, sorry, it's going to do that. We're going to keep staying with it. Gianni hanging with the crowd so far. So far, fun action here. Owls already getting the win to start off. 1, 3, 5, and 7, respectively. Gianni notorious back half here. Let's see if he tries something different this morning. At the 100 yards, he's out 53.07 in 5th. Maris Zaraba out 51.86. But this is where Gianni wants him. Right where he can see him, but also with enough time to make a move. Gianni with a 28.45 in 6th. His family here to watch. Cheer on as they always are. Love us some Carlines. We got 2 FAA swimmers up next in the B final. They get that action going. And Gianni at the 200 mark. Stay in it, but not out of it. He's going to flip at a 150.17 in 6th. Splitting 28 mids. We're going to have to get that down to 27 mids. Really hit quick here, Gianni. As the heat is kind of checkered right now. Splitting it up. Big crowd here at the Jim McKay Aquatic Center. Gianni will flip 28.83. Falls to 7th. We're going to need something here, G. We're going to need a push. I'm going to need a legacy swim, Gianni. For those who don't know, Gianni Carlino got the Cam Speed haircut today, which means all hair off the top of your head except the very least amount possible. So we're hoping that will bring the fire in him as he flips. 28.97 split, still in 7th. He's going to get the kick going now, but we're going to need to see some more, Gianni, here at the bottom of your screen. So leaders in the pack are out of the American Zebra still, and Omen Johnson from Townsend. We are moving along. Gianni trying to catch up to the second grouping here. He's small but mighty. Come on, Gianni. Gianni will flip in 6, 28.81. He's not too far off with 100 to go. Down a body length from the second grouping. He's going to have to make something crazy here, but I don't know if he's got it in him. He's going to fight. He's going to fight with Cody from JMU next to him, though, that's for sure. Gianni's going down. He's going down with a fight. As we're in the last lap, Gianni flipping 6, 28.50. He's got the kick going. Next up, we've got the B final. Let's go, G-Money. Uh-oh. Some others are faded. Gianni's trying to make a move here. Will it be enough? It might be a little too late. 436.1 from Marist. Zebra getting first. 27.58 or 437.50 from Owen Johnson. Gianni finishes in 5th with a 441.92. You probably will not be having that time. And in 3rd place, Zalowski from Marist. In 3rd for the 438. All right. Let's meet our B finalists in the men's 500 freestyle.
Akant Durur, Antalya, Turkey.
Simon and Akant up next. Sorry, Simon, your thing did not load. Hey, it happens. It happens. Production fault wasn't me. I'm just the announcer. Here we go. We got Simon Wright in lane 1 for the Owls. Teddy Emmett from Townsend in 2. Anthony Mortelli from Townsend in 4. Oscar Berging from Ariston 5. Alex Crown from James Madison or George Mason in 5. Akant Dar, the Kenyan King, in 6. Jack Lamborghini from Maris and Luke Martins from American in lane 8. Simon going a best time this morning. Doesn't have much experience in the 5, according to Coach Cole, so best time, we'll take it. And Akant, we've seen him do some crazy things in some B finals, just like conference last year. Likes to take it out fast. It's all about if he can hold on, while Simon's got that long frame. Usually a 2 backstroker and 1 backstroke. I think they're trying to transition him more into a freestyle. He's got an early out 24-2, Akant out 24-56. Simon staying nice and long. Nice and long right now with his swimming. Long and controlled. Outside smoke at the 100 mark. 50.97 for Simon in first. Akant 51.87 in 6th, but it's close. Very close. Alex Crown right above Akant in 2nd with a 51.16. Simon falling a little back in the middle of the pool of Maris and George Mason start to go across. Simon staying nice and long, not panicking. Akant starting to bring those arms. He's going to need to bring something here. Simon at the 200 mark flips in a 46.50 in 3rd. Akant 48.08, currently in 6th. We're going to need something on that backhand, Akant. We're going to need it. Simon staying long and strong, looking relaxed, maybe a little too relaxed. As we approach the halfway, I would like to see him going. Like I said, let us know where you're watching from. Shout out New Zealand. Shout out, I think SVK is Slovakia. Let's go. Shout out Scotland. Simon flipping in 3rd still with a 28.03 split. Akant 29.35 following the 8. Come on, King. Get moving. Get moving, King. Simon still staying nice and long, watching the Townsend swimmer right above him. Crucial points there that you want to get over on them. Simon will flip in 3rd still with a 28.05. Coming down now. Starting to get the kick going. Akant, 29.55. Let's go, my King. Let's go. It's a battle for first in the middle of the pool between Marist and George Mason, and a battle for 3rd above with Simon and Teddy from Townsend in 1 and 2. Simon will flip with a split of 28.81. He's in 4th. Teddy from Townsend, 28.24. He's starting to come along. We've got 6 laps left. It's time to start picking it up. At this part, it's just the mentality. It's just getting to that wall. Pushing. The Townsend swimmers in 2 and 3 starting to take that lead over on Simon. Flipping at 29.20. Falling to 7th. Akant, 28.35. He's an 8. With a 75 left. The 2 in the middle. Brown and Berging pulling away. After this, we've got 4 in the A final for the 5-3. Don't want to miss that. It's going to be fast. Simonson 7th and Compton 8th. Both split in 29-0 splits. Let's finish, boys. Let's get there. And in first, it will be Berzing from Marist, followed by George Mason. Alex Brown with a 4:31. Simon goes 4:36.81, a new best time for him by a second half, and a confidence in eighth with a 4:41.95. Shout out Simon, another best time, 2 on the day, dropping about a second and a half from this morning. Way to go, but now it's time. You know what time it is. It's for the 8 finalists in the men's 500 meter freestyle.
Sabian Branch, Ocala, Florida.
Daniel Aresens, I'm from Antwerp, Belgium.
Brody Singley, Callahan, Florida.
James Shevchenko, England, United Kingdom.
Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. In lane 1, we got Zach Rothman from Townsend. Lane 2, Dan Lawrence from FAU. In lane 3, James Shevchenko from FAU. In lane 4, Christian Davidson from Townsend. Stephen McDonald in lane 5 from Townsend. Brody Singley from FAU in 6. Sabian Branch from FAU in 7. 2 freshmen next to each other. And Ziv Cohen from Monmouth in lane 8. Interesting race here. A lot of fast times. It's going to be an interesting race here. Dan Lawrence, since he came in with a top time, a little bit cruised to a 4:29, 4:3. But then we said a lot of saw what he did in the 50s, so maybe it's strategy there. Sabian, 0.2 off the best time this morning. Let's see if he can break that 4:30 mark. And while the school record might hang in the balance for FAU in the 5, set by Daniel Lawrence. Set by Bella Zabados, 4:18, back in the 90s. But Daniel going out quick, early. He's going to use his underwaters and his length to get out there. And you know James right next to him is going to ride that wave. Something they did at conference just a few months ago. Daniel going out 22.80, 23.13 for James. They're 1-2. Brody going out 23.91, 24.35 for Sabian. Still early, but you can tell James and Daniel are going to push each other to see .48.64 out for Daniel, 49.07 for James, 50.26 for Brody. They're 1-2-3. Sabian 50.82, holding down in 7th. It appears to me Daniel and James have an alliance here, hugging the same lane rope, trying to give each other drag, as they are quickly both a body length plus in front of the rest of the field. These boys battle in D group all the time. Still 1-2, 26.3, 26.34. Daniel then James, 26.94 for Brody, 27.30 for Sabian. Question is, when is James going to try to make a move on Daniel? And will Daniel let him get to that point? They're now neck and neck. Let's see what they go on into the 300 to 200. 441.81 for Daniel. 442.10 for James. Brody, 444.36. He falls aboard. And 445.83 for Sabian. And 8. It's becoming a 2-man race for first and a 4-man race for third. Who wants to get on that podium? Brody, the impressive 136.62 free split on the belay last night. And, of course, James and Daniel setting the pool record together. They flip synchronous. James is actually taking the slight lead now, but Daniel is so good on his underwaters off those walls. It's going to be tough to beat him off the walls. They are flipping side by side. Sabian looking to gain some ground here as Brody separating himself with that second pack. James actually taking the slight lead. 26.88 for James, 27.29 for Daniel, 27.35 for Brody, falls to 6, 27.91 for Sabian. I can see the fatigue on Brody. Just stay with him and get moving. As we hit 3 minutes, James and Daniel will flip. Still 0.6 lead James has over Daniel, but they're going to be going at it. Both hammering the kick. Brody's starting to try to make a move here at the bottom. Let's get in there, Saban. Let's make a move. Let's do something. Hammering the kick as we flip it into the last 100. Let's give you where they sit at. 330, both 330s for James and Daniel. It's a race for who wants it more. Both want the school record, but James getting about almost a full body length on Daniel out of the turn. Brody trying to catch up here with the second grouping for that third place spot, followed by Sabian there. Let's make a move. Let's make a move. Come on, Steve. James will flip. 26-4. He's at 356.66. 27.72 in second. Daniel. 26.97 for Brody. He's at fifth. 27.36 for Sabian in fourth. It's coming down to the last lap. James has got about a body length lead on Daniel here. It's all about the last time. What does he want? Brody trying to catch up here. Looking to maybe get fourth. But it's going to be Jave Shevchenko win the 500 with a 4:22.60. A 4:24.44 for Daniel in second. Brody, 4:27.10 for fifth. 4:30.41 for Sabian. Just misses the best time by 0.05. But James, 4:22.60, a best time by about 2 seconds. How about the Wolves there? And a meet record for Jay Shevchenko with a 4:22.60. Daniel, 4:24.44. Good swim from there, boys. Good swimming. We love to see it. As we head into the women's 200-yard IM. It's going to be Emily Thornton from Townsend in 1, Jenna Breed from Monmouth in 2, Sabrina Conrad from Harrison 3, Dylan Gastoff from Townsend in 4, Mia Gregory from Richmond in 5, Ellie Newman from Townsend in 6, Grace Nash from American in 7, and Gabby Takarovsky from American in lane 8. FAU swimmer coming up in the B final. Gustav from Townsend out in a 58.63 through the 100. But Richmond's Gregory in lane 5 trying to make a move to catch her. We talked about this morning, 2 IM, 450s of each stroke as fast as you can go. 37.99 there from Gustav from Townsend in first. Green from Monmouth after a 37.73. She's now at second. And here comes the kick. Hammering it home. Gustav from Townsend's got a body length lead on the rest of the field, and she's going to come home with this easy. It's just about what time she's about to lay down. And it's going to be a 2:07.17, followed by 2:07.85 from Conrad from Harrison and third, 2:08.01 from Green from Monmouth. Well, let's meet our B finalists from FAU.
Lotta, Pälsi, Helsinki, Finland. Yasmin Safargar, Saddlebrook, New Jersey.
In lane 1, Lata Posi from FAU. Rye Dodson from Harrison 2. Isabel Govern in 3 from American. Yes. In lane 4 from FAU, Gabby Reno from Richmond in 5. Casey Tigman, George Mason in 6. Isabel Agamu in 7 from Monmouth. And Ashley Connor from Marist in lane 8. Lotto won the best time this morning at a 2:07.94. Over there in lane 1. Yeah, it's the IM specialist in the middle. In lane 4. Let's see what these girls do. Going out quick here in the fly. (27:17) for Lotta in third. Yaz with a 27:65 in seventh quick. That's where she wants to be. Making her move. Now on the backstroke. Quickest tempo in the pool right now in the middle of the pool in lane 4. For Yaz. Good underwaters there. She's basically evened herself out here. She'll flip. Splitting at 31:49 in 4. 33:07 for Lotta. Breaststroke. Big key stroke of the IM. Yeah, I was trying to get into that top 3. Let's see. Nice and deep on the pullout. Trying to get herself in the mix there. Yeah, it's splitting at 37:54. 37:34 for Lotta at the top. 4th and 8th respectively. Here comes the freestyle. Whatever you got left. Trying to push Dodson from Maris in lane 3. That spot. Oh, but it might be Tingman from George Mason at the bottom getting that third spot. And the winner is going to be 2:04.71. Marino from Richmond. Yazzo finished with a 2:07.47 to get 7th, and 2:08.45 for Lotta. Second was 2:05.40 from Govern American, and in third from George Mason Tingman with a 2:06.75. But it's time for our women's A final in the 200-yard.
Vilu Bianchi, Clearwater, Florida.
Presley Starts, Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania.
Ella Freeman from Pensacola, Florida.
Nuala Gao, Tariff, Scotland.
4 FAU ladies in the A final. Lane 1, Vilu Bianchi. In lane 2, Presley Starts. In lane 3, Nuala Gao, all FAU. In lane 4 with the top seed, Luna Amir from Richmond. In lane 5, Riley Willett from Townsend. In lane 6, Ella Freeman, FAU. Angela Zadine from George Mason. And in lane 8, Brittany Denny. Presley, Vilu, and Ella all with best times this morning. Vilu, about over a second. Ella, almost 2 seconds. Presley, I couldn't find a time, so it must be best time ever, I guess. Nuala right off. So all these girls showing out this morning to get in this position, and once again, they are side by side by side. So let's see if they push each other here. We got 3 breaststrokers and a distance freestyle butterflyer. Francesco Fiore cheering from the rafters. And we are off. Who's going to try to pull away here in the first lap of this? Looking like it's going to be Willett from Townsend there at the bottom in lane 5. Ella Freeman hitting those underwaters there in lane 6. Let's see if she can have another big drop. As we come into the backstroke stage, a lot of open water kick there from Nula. Presley in 2, trying to go for 3rd. Vilu and Ella side by side at the moment. It's a 2-horse race right now in the middle of the pool between Richmond and Townsend. Here are the splits. 32-46 for Presley. She's in 4th. 32-31 for Nula in 5th. 33-08 for Ella in 7th. And 34-33 for Beeler. And here comes the breaststroke. This is where everyone makes their move. Look at the pull-outs there. Nula and Ella quickly put themselves in contention for 3rd, maybe even more, trying to push. Same with Belu over there in lane 1. A 34-82 from Nula. She's in 2nd. 34-57 for Ella. She's in 4th. 34-10 from Belu. She's somehow in 5th. Presley 38-0. It's push. Look at Nula go. She's pushing for 2nd. Ella right behind her. We're going to see some more best times. Oh, the breath off the wall for Nula puts her down. Ella Freeman making a move for 2nd. Belu and Presley topping the screen fighting. Let's see who's going to touch first. It will be Moore from Richmond, but 2:04.16 for Nula getting 3rd. That is a best time by about a second. 2:04.80 for Ella in 4th. Another best time by over a second. 2:06.74 for Belu. And a 2:07.94 for Presley. 2:03.81 won it by Richmond and Moore. Townsend will it 2:04.82. But 3rd for Nula, 4th for Ella, 7th and 8th Belu, then Presley. Good swimming there, girls. 2 best times. Ella Freeman has dropped about 3 seconds in the span of 9 hours. That's what we like to see. Good swimming there, ladies. Love meet some 2IM. But now, let's see who's in the NC final 2IM.
Ryan Stahl, Fort Collins, Colorado.
Rush Clark, Greenwood, Nebraska.
The C final for the men. Let's go. Lorenzo Aquino from Marist in 1. Chris Flores from Marist in 2. Also from Marist, Dylan Magna. In lane 4, the final boss. The Black Sheep, Rush Clark. Victor from Monmouth in 5. Jack Chapman from George Mason in 6. Ryan Stahl from FAU in 7. And Benjamin Miller from Marist in lane 8. Rush Clark going deep on the underwater. I know he was not happy about that time this morning, so let's see if he can rectify that swim. He's out 22-60, followed by Ryan Stahl. Also in 2nd, 23-56, but Rush Clark's got about a second on the field. Here comes the backstroke. This is where he fell apart this morning. Let's see if he can hold the line well over a body length lead. I think Rush has a little anger to get out, and that's right in the chat. We did predict the Ella Freeman drop. We knew that was coming. We called it as Rush is going to touch. He's out 50-54. Ryan right behind him at a 52-72. Rush Clark a 2.5 lead on the field on the breaststroke. And he is cruising. Best time watch here for Rush Clark, 148.22. The record is set by head coach, assistant coach Nicholas Schaefer, 146.82. I don't know if that's in jeopardy here, but Rush is looking way better in this morning. Same with Ryan, trying to push that breaststroke after a great first 100 split. Let's see Rush's split on the breaststroke, 33.70. He's at a 142. 33.98 from Ryan. Now in 7th, and here comes the freestyle. Let's push it, gentlemen. Rush, about a half a body length lead. Ryan here, fading fast. Let's move it, go. Rush Clark, don't get clipped by James Matt. Not James Matt. George Mason at the bottom. Here we go at the wall. It's going to be the final boss with a 151.17. Ryan Stahl with a 154.11. 1st and 7th respectively. In 2nd, 151.44 for Chapman and George Mason in 3rd for Monmouth. It is Victor with a 152. 23. Good bounce backs from there for Rush. We will see him in the relay.
Matthew Hand, Belfast, Northern Ireland.
Taylor Eaton, Johns Creek, Georgia.
As the B final of the 2IM. Let's go. I kind of cut myself off there. In lane 1, it's Nate Decker from Townsend. Lane 2, it's Asher Alabeck from Townsend. In lane 3, Father Time, Unk, Taylor Eaton. For the Owls, Linus Emmett from Townsend in 4. Caden Hardy from Marison 5. Matthew Hand from FAU in 6. Hunter Emerson from Marison 7. And then Casper Sporowski from Monmouth in lane 8. Taylor, backstroker, butterfly, sometimes freestyle. Matthew, just a brushstroker. Two very different styles, both in this line. Taylor, using his length, he's going out long. He told me the other day this is the strongest he's ever felt. So let's see if he responds with that. Taylor has never broken 150 in the 2IM. Put that in your head. As he comes out with a 23.53 and then a 23.88 from Matthew. 3 and 4 respectively for the boys here. Taylor Eaton trying to find some control in the backstroke. Breaststroke is really come off, but Matthew putting himself in a good position for this breaststroke. Let's see, crossover turn for Taylor, 27.84 split, 23.88 for Matthew. Taylor in second, Matthew in fourth. Well, let's see the breaststroke. Taylor's got to stay along here and grab off, but Matthew Harris, he's going to rep out as many strokes as he can, being about 5'3". He's going to have to grab all the water. Matthew Hand might put himself in second place after this split. Taylor still holding on. Look at the wall. Matthew is in first with a 30.85. Taylor, 32.13. He's now in fourth, but it comes out to the freestyle. Who's going to push it? Decker from Townsend in lane 1 had a great turn off the wall, but Taylor Eaton hunting him down. Same with Matthew. Let's flip. Who wants it more, gentlemen? We're kind of close. We've kind of got 5 wide here. As we're finishing up, put your head down, boys. All right, let's see it. Taylor Eaton, he's going to, oh, no! Taylor Eaton, 150, oh! Gets second, Matthew, 150.41. Taylor Eaton, best time by 4:05, but he was 0.01 off of breaking 150. No! No! Oh, in first from Decker. It was Nate Decker from Townsend with a 149.51. For Taylor Eaton getting second, Matthew Hand getting fourth respectively. Oh, you hate to see the 00 finish there. Can't break. That means he's going to have to swim it again. But let's meet our 8 finalists in the men's 200-yard IM.
Wyatt Porch, St. Mary's, Georgia.
We've got a good one. The freshman, the front porch, the back porch, the Cabana Wyatt Porch in lane 1 for the Owls. David Walton from Townsend in 2. Ryan Serbia from George Mason in 3. Also George Mason top seed. Tate Anderson, Jed Gardner from Townsend in 5. Jeffrey Kagrick from Townsend in 6. Eisen from Monmouth in 7. And Sean Colson from Townsend in 8. A stacked heat. I am not going to lie to you. Here we go. Let's see what Wyatt wants. The freshman out there. 1 for the Owls. This morning went a 1:59.92. His best time currently sits at a 1:47.77. So if he does what we think he can do, he might place well in this heat. Tate Anderson, though, will be out first at 20:51. 23.73 for Wyatt. A little slower than when he was out this morning. But let's hope if he's holding on for that breaststroke. In second, Colson from Townsend at 22.91. Right now it's all Tate Anderson. Lane above, under Jed Gardner. Beautiful underwaters. I will say. Let's check the flip. 48.85 for Tate Anderson right now. Wyatt, 28.89. He's at 51.82 in eighth right now. He's going to have to make up some ground on the breaststroke. That's what his stroke is. But Jed Gardner making a push now on Tate Anderson. They're side by side on the pullout. Oh, wow. Never mind. Jed Gardner with the pullout in the meet so far, taking the lead on Tate Anderson. He's going to have a 30-40 split on the breaststroke. Wyatt will come in with 32.51 split. He's going last, but Jed Anderson, what a walk there. He's got a high lead on Tate Anderson. He's pushing. He's going to lay the hammer down here. About a bar length. He's going to go a dirty time. He's going to go 145.76 to get the win. Tate Anderson, 146.51 in second. Wyatt will go 152.05. And in third, it will be 148.08 from Ryan Serbia, from George Mason. Impressive swim there. We've got the 50-yard freestyles up. Let's go. Landry, George Mason, Allie, George Mason, Ryan Maris, Lydia, Richmond, Summer, Townsend, Eddie, Monmouth, Lacey, American, and Candy Maris. That is from 1 to 8. The breakdown there. It's going to be a quick one. We've got FAU swimmers, 3 of them in the A final. That's when you see them, but we've still got swimming in between. Summer from Townsend looking like she's got a slight lead, but it actually might be Addie underneath her. We're not going to wait till a touch. Oh, all the way from lane 8 with a 23.66. It is Wheeler. Danny Wheeler from Maris in second, 24.08 from Richmond, Stridberg, and 24.15. Ryan Dickman from outside smoke, man. You'll love to see it. Anything can happen in the 50 free. Favorite event. Reminders, after the 50 free, we will be taking a 15-minute break, and then we will come back and do some relays to end the night, as it is now 7 o'clock here in Fairfax, Virginia. Let's go. Amelia Townsend, Ryland Townsend, Anna Maris, Grace American, Julia Richmond, Juliana Townsend, Presley Richmond, Hannah George Mason, 1 through 8 again. The B final. Good wall there from Julia from Richmond, but oh no, it might be Juliana underneath it from Townsend. The wall. Wrong Townsend girl. I said 23.55 is the winner, Ryland Zigna. And right next to her teammate, Amelia Erickson, 1-2, and in third from Richmond, it was Julia Kirkhoff. Well, now it's time for the 50 free final. Who we got?
Brianna Belisle, Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Ludovica Pavia, Turin, Italy.
Izzy Jones, Swansea, Wales.
In lane 1, we got Peyton Bartmeyer from George Mason. Lane 2, Marin Pretty from American in lane 3. F.L.G from Townsend in lane 4, top qualifier. Izzy Jones in lane 5, Piper Crosby from the American in lane 6, Ludovica Pavia. Did I say it right, Ludo? In lane 7, Brie Balau from FAU in lane 8, Addie Scott, who just got done swimming the 500 freestyle. Impressive double there. Izzy Jones this morning winning 22.95, just 0.07 off her best time and school record. Let's see what she's got in her tonight. Bree and Ludo both going 23 fives. 0.2 off Bree's best time, 0.4 off Ludo's best time. So let's see if we're going to push it. Key is we've got to get above those waves early. It's all about a good start and a good breakout off the wall. Izzy had an amazing first stroke off the wall this morning. Let's see if they can get ahead of the pack here. Half the girls are not stepping on the block. There was a long whistle. Let's hop up. There we go. We know how to swim here. Fast start. Who's coming up first? It's going to be Izzy Jones. There's a slight lead at the tip of the wall. Coming off. Let's see if she can hold it. What a wall, though, from Crosby with the American. But I don't know if she's going to have enough. Izzy looks like she's slight pushing ahead. The finish is going to be Izzy Jones. With a 22.82, a new school record. And a new best time for her. In second, 23.18. Virtue from Townsend. Ludovica Pavia, 23.6 in 6 and 23.72 for Brie Balau. But Izzy Jones defends the lane she won this morning with a new school record, 22.82. That's fast. Let's meet our C-final of the men's 50-yard freestyle.
Andrew Bolito, Seminole, Florida.
Payne Smith, Washington, Illinois.
In lane 1, Dane Maris, Matthew Maris, Ian, George Mason. In 3, Charlie American, Payne Smith, Reacher. In 5, Ben Marymount, Andrew Bolito, the Shark King in 7, and Trevor Ramond in 7. And it's going to be quick. Payne Smith might have a quick lead, but oh no, underneath him, Ben from Marymount. It's going to be close to the wall. In first, 28.2 from George Mason. That is Charlie St. Louis, but Payne Smith, 20.91. In second, about 0.04 off his best, and Andrew Bolito getting 7th with a 21.32 there. Third place was Ben from Marymount with a 21.02. We have a B final, and then we will have one more after that, and then it will be the 15-minute break before the relays. Let's do this. Nico, Townsend, Owen, Townsend, Gabe, George Mason, Julia, Townsend, Arun, George Mason, Jacob, Townsend, Harry, Townsend, Owen, Monmouth. And they're coming up fast here. Arun from George Mason. He's going to flip first side by side with Julian. 100,000 underwater from Arun. He won 20.5 this morning, and he won. No competition. Does he go faster than that? 20.85. George Mason's Arun in second. Another George Mason swimmer, Gabe, 20.67, and it is Julian 100,000 with a 20.72 third. Well, let's meet our finalists in the men's 50-yard, 50 break.
Noah Reeves, Lee Summit, Missouri.
Leighton Rowe, Atlanta, Georgia.
Daniel Aresens, I'm from Antwerp, Belgium.
The A final, it's gonna be fast. Ben Ashford from Townsend in 1, Daniel McLaughlin from Townsend in 2. Noah Reeves, the freshman, in 3. Daniel Lawrence, the meet record holder, FAU school record holder, in 4. Leighton Rowe, the former meet record holder before Daniel got in the water, in 5. Augustin Roche from George Mason in 6. Ian Rogers in 7 from George Mason. And Isaac Argoff from Townsend in 8. This is going to be a fast seat. We had 2 swimmers go under 19 this morning, and 2 others were 20.1. So let's see what they got in the tank here. This is going to be quick. Watch the underwaters from Daniel Renaissance and then watch the tempo from Leighton Rowe. 2 very different styles in the 50, but both get the job done, and they will be together on the relay later on tonight with Noah Reeves, the freshman. He's got the height of an oak tree. Let's see if he can use that to his advantage. Noah in 3, Daniel in 4, Leighton in 5, all next to each other. Here we go. Remember, Daniel's from the 5 this morning, or earlier on. He went 4:24 to get saved, but Daniel Lawrence, he's got a lead. A slightly on Rowe as they flip together. Noah Reeves right above them. Might be taking Leighton coming up, nowhere to watch, but Daniel off the wall. But Leighton, the tempo, it's going to be tight. The winner will be Daniel Renaissance, 1957 for first. And Leighton Rowe, 1973 for second. And Noah Reeves, 1994 for third. It's 1-2-3 FAU sweep. Get your brooms out. All under 20. Let me say it again. Daniel Renaissance, 1957. Another FAU record, meet record. In second, Leighton Rowe, 1973 for second. And Noah Reeves breaking the 20 mark for the first time with a 1994. It's 1-2-3 city, and guess what? They will all be on a relay in about 23 minutes. What a race. What speed. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, but we're not done yet. We will see you in about 15 minutes from now as we've got some 200 free relays to swim
when it's time to meet, we're going to be released for the FAU Touring.
Presley starts, Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania.
Talisa McEwen, Mount Maunganui, New Zealand.
Ella Freeman from Pensacola, Florida.
Vilu Bianchi, Clearwater, Florida.
Izzy Jones, Swansea, Wales.
Brianna Belisle, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Ludovica Pavia, Turin, Italy.
Ismaja Piotrowicz, and I am from Kielce, and I'm from Poland.
Jaden Repack from Tampa, Florida.
Payne Smith, Washington, Illinois.
Andrew Bolito, Seminole, Florida.
Taylor Eaton, Johns Creek, Georgia.
Leighton Rowe, Atlanta, Georgia.
Noah Reeves, Lee Summit, Missouri.
Rush Clark, Greenwood, Nebraska.
Daniel Aresens, I'm from Antwerp, Belgium.
Let's get the stage Stick with me. If the stream breaks, maybe they just Goodness gracious. Woo. My goodness. Wow, wow, wow. Well, that'll do it here. Thank you all for joining us. Cool record, neat record, all that fun stuff there for the Owls again. Both Owls teams getting the win at the end. How about that? How about that? We'll meet you tomorrow. 10 a.m. opens at 9:30. Thank you for dealing with the difficulties. We'll figure it out.